I chose to be a teacher because I want to teach in Paterson, New Jersey, or in any urban area or in the area because last semester I saw firsthand what those kids deal with on a daily basis, and they are not getting the help that they need, and they don't have enough teachers that are willing to travel to that area because they are scared for their lives. When in reality, it's really not that bad of an area, and the kids are willing to learn if somebody's willing to help them. And many of the kids that I saw firsthand had a lot of trouble with reading. And I want to specifically be a reading specialist. This way, I can take a few kids out of the classroom at a time and help them to comprehend what they are reading, as well as sound out the words and be able to understand and become better at reading with every time I meet with them. And I think that's something that's really important. When we were first assigned this project, I went and I asked my friends and family what traits that I have that would make me a good teacher. And a lot of them said the same things, that I'm persistent, that I'm caring, that I'm trustworthy, that I don't give up. And that's something that's really important, especially with young kids, because younger kids can be frustrating sometimes because sometimes they don't mean to be, just sometimes they just don't understand the material, and that's what teachers are supposed to do. They're supposed to help. And I love doing that. Like I said previously, when I was in Paterson last semester, I absolutely loved helping the kids. I even taught the class for the teacher at some points because she would just get so frustrated that she couldn't handle it and didn't know how to teach them in an effective manner. So I, being a fresh set of eyes and ears, I would help the kids. And I would listen to their problems and what they didn't understand. And believe it or not, I was actually able to get through to a lot of them. And that makes me feel really great about myself and really makes me want to continue and pursue my teaching career. What made me decide to become a teacher? I think that I've wanted to be a teacher since I was in second grade. I had a teacher in my elementary school, Miss Rice-Stetter, who I was very shy growing up, and I hated school with a passion. I would go to the nurse's office every day crying hysterically, telling them to call my mom and that I want to go home. And when I got to her class, she made school fun for me. And I have always had issues with math. And she was, no matter how long it took her, she sat there with me and she would drill it into my head until I understood it. And I left school with a smile on my face every day when I was in second grade. And that's something that I want to do for kids, because from the classrooms that I've observed and taught in, a lot of the teachers don't do that for kids, and they don't make school fun, and learning should be fun. You want these kids to get through elementary, middle, and high school and go on to college, because they're our future. And the way that our generation is going right now, who knows if they'll even graduate high school. We want school to be fun, and that's my main goal, is to make teaching fun, but to do it in an effective way that actually helps students and gets through to them, but also at the same time gives them that feeling that they know that they can come to me and talk to me about anything, even if it's not school related. If they're having issues with their family, if they're having something and they just don't have anybody to talk to about it, that you're there. And that's what a real teacher is. A teacher that somebody can talk to and that can form a bond with. You want to remember that teacher. Like, I want to be a teacher that's remembered. And I think that's extremely important. What has been inspiring me the most lately would have to be my 2-year-old nephew, who was in the previous picture. Although he's only 2 and obviously doesn't know how to read, he loves his books and even cards, as you saw in the last picture. Anything that he can look at and point to and try to figure out what's going on, he absolutely loves. And it's really inspiring to know that when he gets to school and he begins reading, that I got to help with that process. And I want to help, obviously, so many more kids with that process. It's just such a rewarding feeling, helping a child learn how to read and helping them to comprehend and understand and spell words correctly and all of that. And I think that's so important and beneficial